may live in Seattle, but I always have a sunny disposition.
I know exactly who my friends are. They're all named Benjamin.
I'm Michelle from the Bronx, and I'm far from a real housewife.
I'm Eric, and I have a dog. Hey everybody, welcome to week 3 of our Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap. I'm Eric Curto, Reality Recaps on Twitter, and you can also find me on yourrealityrecaps.com, probably where you're watching this. Now, each week we're going to be recapping the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, bringing you guys funny video mashups, plus filling you in on what we all think, so let's get right to it.
Hi, how's it going? My name's Jeffrey Marks, and I'm here in Brooklyn, ready to talk about the Housewives.
I'm John Richardson. I'm a local comedian here in Seattle. You can follow me on Facebook at Comedy Jonah or on Twitter at Comedy Jonah. Easy schmeezy.
Hi, I'm Michelle from the Bronx. You can follow me at You Got Bronx on Twitter, and I'm famous for just talking crap.
So let's talk about Kim's prom, okay? First of all, what is wrong with Kim? She's still crazy, even though she's supposedly sober, allegedly, right?
Right.
I mean, she was so excited about her daughter's prom. Her daughter's prom. She was supposed to be wearing a white dress, first of all. She came out in a black dress, which she looked great. But what was with the chicken salad? I mean, that shot of her in the back with that huge mayonnaise jar, scooping it around, putting it in her daughter's head. Oh, look, chicken salad. And then when she set the table, it was a huge chicken salad and cupcakes.
She's addicted to mixing now, is what it is.
She put it on.
She's not mixing drugs and booze anymore. Kim is mixing salads.
Right.
So gone from one addiction to the other, but it's still called mixing.
She should put it in a shaker, and she could shake the salad, right, with the mayonnaise in it.
The way I looked at it, I really thought that the daughter, Kimberly, was having a whole entourage of people coming. They had the cupcakes with the little, should I leave the lid on or off? She's in the background. Yes, she's mixing the salad. Anal will never eat it. You touched it with your bare hands. Like, I don't know where the hell your hands were. And then she puts it by the buffet by the window. If anything, you're in California, very easily on the spoil part, but holy shit. And she was so depressed to watch. Am I wrong? But did her voice go from I'm so sad to I'm so sad, I'm so sad, I'm so sad?
To be perfectly fair, her daughter's date is a very large man. He looks like a lumberjack. Like he maybe instead of the entourage that we were expecting, maybe it was just a light snack for them before they went out to dinner.
Okay, let's talk about the date. I mean, he's 20 years old. She's 15, right?
She's 16, he's 20, and I'm pretty sure it's Kim's dealer who needs to get a deal for her mom. And I'm just saying, she made all that food for nobody. Nobody touched the food. It was for filming purposes, and yes, I don't even know if I'm the shoveling. She was very angry mixing.
Just even comment on Michelle's comment about mixing it with her hands. I mean, we don't know if she's got like feminine issues happening.
No.
Are her hands washed? I want to know. I mean, she sat there like she was digging a grave in that bowl, right?
Leave your comments below. Let John know if you think her hands are washed.
I don't know, man. It was just really.
I like the idea of the date being. I like the idea of the date being her dealer, which that actually makes sense and would explain the very fierce monkey latching hug that Kim gave to both her daughter and the date as they walked out the door, almost like she wanted to go along for the ride for the whole evening.
And she whispered, "Take care of my daughter."
That is what she was really upset about. That's why she was looking through the window. She's like, "Did you leave any? Did you leave any drugs behind?" All
leave
right.
my bag at the door. Yeah, leave it at the door.
Yes.
It also made me feel sad a little bit, to be honest. I felt a little sad for Kim too, because I got a glimpse of. I think the worst days of Kim's life are probably coming after the show, after her kids are out of the house and after the show. And it makes me a little sad, but I still totally am afraid to be around her in any way.
So she shouldn't call you for help.
Please no. Please no. I won't answer the call. I won't take the
You
call.
can call me. I'll help her. I'll help socialize her. I'll help educate her.
I'll clean her house. I don't care.
I'll help her make amends with Brandy so they can both be single girls on the town.
No. Look, I will do whatever it takes as long as she comes on this recap. Kim, love you.
Oh boy, yes.
Not a drug addict like you.
Well, first of all, as much as I love Kyle's youngest, that's Portia is the youngest, right?
Yes.
I don't so much love this older one. I think I get a sense of
Paris.
Yeah, is that her name? Is it really Portia and Paris? Is that her daughter's names? All right. I don't get quite the sense of enthrallment I do from Paris. Also, anyone should have been able to answer that question about the 2 double lanes on the street. And she answered about the bicycles. That's incorrect. I haven't driven in almost 10 years, and still that was an instant knowledge there. So I'm a little down on the Paris.
Listen, I'm from Southern California, and it's very difficult to learn how to drive in a Porsche, okay? I mean, just trying to navigate with everything and the screens and being 4 feet from the curb and
the car does itself. The car parallel parks itself. The monitor was right there. It was showing her what to do. And what I loved about it was Kyle's rich people problems of trying to console her daughter of, when I was a teenager, I was driving my Porsche down Hollywood Boulevard in a
stole
BK.
her sister's Porsche.
Yeah, stole. Then just had to jump out and leave it on the side of the road because there was a bee.
In drive, and some stranger jumped in.
Some crazy fan on like Hollywood Boulevard because of a bee on your.
It was a witch mountain or something, right?
I pictured that scene from Clueless where what's her face are driving down. They can't get over the thing, and
when they get on the freeway, right?
Panicking, and they just can't do anything.
Okay, where did they find an open spot to even try to double park?
On their compound?
The gated compound, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I know my parents would have beat my ass if I would have left a backpack at school, let alone a Porsche.
A beater car? Why wouldn't she have maybe even rented a piece of crap?
That Porsche was their beater car. That's
okay.
Car.
That's the beater car.
They were going ghetto. They were going ghetto with the Porsche.
The self-parking Porsche. Yes. All right, so what do we all think of the Lisa and Kyle sit down? Yet again, we're 3 episodes in, and we're still leading up to this sit down between Lisa and Adrian, but we need some more airtime of Lisa and Kyle discussing it for 3 episodes. What do we think?
Yeah.
You know, I've never been a big fan of exposition, you know, whether it be with reality TV or literature, fancy stuff like that. But you know, I'm ready to tell Kyle, hey, I love you, but like let's cut to the chase. Let's get it, and we get it at the end of the episode finally, which I'm excited about. But yeah, you know, Kyle, I think is just the voice of the viewer right now, where she wants to go between the 2 parties and kind of. I don't see it as so much as getting injecting yourself or trying to be meddlesome. I really think she's just kind of being a conduit for us, really. To
she doesn't have her PhD for this. Really, it's very clear.
Well, I think Paul's more affected than Adrian.
Oh my God, what a big freaking baby!
I mean, every segue, Kyle's involved with this making up. It's Paul's face. What's wrong, Paul? Oh, you have that face.
Oh, that face, right.
Yeah.
Paul's very bitter. Very.
Paul and Ken are more bitter Bettys than the 2 ladies are.
I'm ready to, I wish Bravo would use that time that I'm watching that little sit down to like advance 6 more minutes into the next episode. Like, I didn't care so much about their little talk. Like, they had the same talk last week. Like, I want to see the juice. Give me the deets. I want to take that bone and right into it.
Amen, sister.
We need to talk about dinner party, Yolanda. Now, before we get into it, Michelle has some interesting reading from BravoTV.com blog. Take it away, Michelle.
Yeah, Yolanda starts off thanking everybody and then gets right into please know that I am a very straight shooter and that I stand behind word that comes out of my mouth. Not every word, she says. However, English is not my first language, and sometimes I say things that get lost in transition. I mean, come on. Seriously? Your English is not your second language. However, you are very capable of telling us how you built your house, how you got the workers there, how you planted 50 lemon trees. You talked to the Jeeves butler that's popped up in every single catered party that's been with the Bravo Beverly Hills girls. English is not your second language. I mean, first language. I mean, second language. Like, which one?
Yeah, she's a straight shooter. Yeah.
Whoa!
That's going to be a gift, John. That's going to be a gift. Be careful. Once you put that into the universe, you can never get it back.
Yeah, she's a straight shooter. Yeah, there we go.
You know, it was really odd just to catch that one moment because the rest of her blog was more about her giving kudos to Kim, you know, and you can read all of it on bravo.com, bravotv.com. But the thing is once you see that she's saying that English is her second language, it's like, that's not why you're on the show.
But it's been your second language for like 40 years. I mean, can you really? Is that really something you could say? Oh, well, you know, it's my second language. I can't do it. I mean, you've been speaking it for like 40 years.
I want to know which word was lost in the whole translation thing. I just want to know the one word.
Right. It wasn't Grammy. It wasn't Grammy.
It might have been square footage because she was sure to let us know the square footage of her house and her bathroom and the kitchen and that all the people could fit into this square footage. I have never in my life met anybody who has to describe everything by their amount of square footage of the situations around them. Speaking of that, I have a great clip of Yolanda pre-party, middle of party, all Yolanda clip. Let's roll it.
Hi, Yolanda. Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Nice to see you. You look always so proper and English.
Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number.
12,000 square feet. Everything opens up to the outside, and on a beautiful night, people can just mingle from one room to the other, and it's a very romantic house. Me, great hostess, have 12,000 square feet, 12,000 square feet. When somebody comes to my house, they leave knowing that I embrace 12,000 square feet. When I give a dinner party, for me, it's about 12,000 square feet, whole experience. The colors, the candles, everything has to be 12,000 square feet. When you build a house, the punch of a house is 12,000 square feet. I decided to do the dinner in the kitchen and the family room because we live in 12,000 square feet, but we really live in the kitchen and the family room. The rest of the house we probably never use. There's nothing more ugly than 12 square feet.
Okay.
You know what I love is I love when Yolanda is like, I want to welcome everyone to my home. I want to embrace them in a cocoon. I really get like this. I still get this essence of this sort of spider web spinning vampire cocoon-like evil ambiance from Yolanda. And it's still fascinating to me that when Kim's in the limo, she is talking about her amazing aura. And I'm like, Kim, run in the other direction. Your judgments are wrong. Your judgments are wrong.
Well, even in the limo, too. I mean, she's like, oh, you know, Yolanda's so wonderful. Oh, is she a Virgo? No, she's a Scorpio. I mean,
No, she's a Capricorn.
Oh, she's a Capricorn. It's like, what the hell are you talking about?
You know, I just want to ask Jeffrey, is Yolanda on the Hunger Games or Twilight?
Oh, like what kind of villain is she from? Oh, she's
the vampire you're saying, so I don't know.
Oh, do the Hunger Games have vampires?
I don't know. I didn't.
I don't
Oh, well,
know.
she's
I'm
not
an
a Twilight
adult.
vampire, that's for sure. I could kick a Twilight vampires, but Yolanda is a Class A Bram Stoker-esque evil vampire. Like, she wants everything to be so perfect and so crisp to every detail. Like, I think she's mad at the weather. She was talking about, the first thing she said is like, oh, it's a little hazy outside. She couldn't get her hands on the weather and it's making her nuts. You know, and when she's like, oh, I should have been Martha Stewart's daughter.
Oh my God, that was horrible.
I mean, sister, maybe, but what I think is Martha Stewart is a vampire, and somehow she turned Yolanda, and Martha Stewart is Yolanda's master. That's what I think.
Martha Stewart was in the Virginia federal pen when Yolanda was finding flowers and tulips still. So I don't think that there was any type of an association. My big thing with Yolanda was how casual she sat at the head of the table with her husband while they talked about how she met him through Mohammed. And she just kept eating away.
Yeah, but the butler worked for Muhammad.
Oh my God.
Yolanda was married to Muhammad. It just is a one big circle there in Beverly Hills, right?
Yeah, rule of thumb is for me is never date inside my circle of friends. I'm going to say the rule of thumb for the Beverly Hills is don't date inside your zip code, don't date inside your city, in fact, don't date inside your state.
Don't share fluids, don't do any of that. Keep the blood royal, right?
You know what I heard? I heard that Brandy dated all of the Beverly Hills zip code.
There's like 60,000 men in Beverly Hills.
Whatever it was. Yeah, that was pretty classic.
Taylor counted. Taylor actually went out and counted how many men are in Beverly Hills. She referenced 16,000. You know, Taylor just won't shut up about that comment that Brandy said that I don't even think Taylor overheard. She's like hearing it third hand, and Taylor keeps talking about it and talking about it. Talk.
Yeah, but Taylor was right. You know, if Yolanda's going to be upset and have a twisted face about it, Yolanda was the one that first spewed it when it was a joke, and she was just like, oh yeah, Brandy just came to me and said this. So Taylor's just taking it, and of course we know that she has some disdain for Brandy, so she's definitely going to keep revving that engine up. You know, she revved it up with a couple of good glasses of wine, but, you know, any type of fuel these days will work.
There's nothing grosser than a drunk woman, right?
Oh,
Nothing.
Bring them by me. I would love to entertain them after the
Me too.
Hey, give me something here.
So, I don't know about you guys, but I haven't been to many dinner parties that end around a piano where you're not allowed to sing.
Right?
From that trailer, and I don't really love Taylor, but from the trailer, I thought I was going to be like, shut up, Taylor, you're so over it. I was so on her side with this. What are we? Well, first of all of the I was going to say all the magicians were there. It was a big magic party. All the musicians were there graciously as they let us know. Not at all for publicity for the husband and what he's doing with them, but whatever. Do you think that's why he didn't want any of them singing on it?
Well, I mean, I think he really sees this as a him moment, a him venue. You know, David Foster, that's his name, right? Has been around forever. Like he even said himself, you know, the people over 60 are big fans of him. And just the way he kind of conducted himself at the head of the table during the dinner was very much a pull from even Yolanda. You know, when he's talking about how he met her through Muhammad, which, by the way, I'm a little scared to talk about Muhammad. Are we all going to die? I'm just nervous about that. And
I'll protect you.
And I feel like what was he doing with Muhammad? He was moving in with Muhammad. You know, he's got this very musical, eclectic, kind of fancy pants energy about him that makes me question, you know, just how much him and Yolanda are, you know, getting together in the bedroom, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And that stack of Grammys, honestly, I mean, I think it speaks for itself. It was very phallically stacked in essence. There you go. You're going to be a gift, John. You're going to be a gift.
I think it's all Yolanda's OCD, though. Seriously, I can see her wanting them all out. I can see she's her perfect fridge, although might be to store bodies. But perfect, everything OCD. Yeah, it is so Yolanda. Look, I'm Yolanda. Let's look Christmas. Everything has to be perfect, and I get it. It's why I don't like her. I don't get along with people that
Do you
don't like
color
her.
coordinate your vegetables?
Yeah, I color coordinate everything. Everything.
I don't know. The whole table, the whole, refrigerator, that was kind of like cool. I think that I would really like that. But showing and displaying the Grammys out there was just a little bit much. Because you really got to take the cloth and go inside the tube. It's like,
No, I think David and Yolanda fight for who has the biggest ego. Like, it's a constant, it's a constant tug of war because
last night with the no singing while I'm playing the piano, it was David Foster.
Right, but he didn't want to display the Grammys because, I just think it's so foo.
Now,
but Yolanda insists on displaying the Grammys. So to me, it's like, it's a constant struggle in that house on whose ego's the biggest, right?
but when we say Grammys, is that code for her tits? Because why that whole episode? Every time she would be by the piano, she would be like, Sir David, I can't do it. I can't get a load. But go ahead, Michelle, show us.
She was four buttons down. I was in my glory. I will tell you, I absorbed every moment of the bra slippage boob shot I could get because you don't get that much. And I don't even know if she actually ever had a boob job, but her shit looks good.
How old is she, or do we not know? Vampires age well.
I would say she's cranking close to 60.
Oh, I think she's like 472 about.
Is what I think. All right. John, do you have anything that you want to talk about? Michelle, Jeffrey?
Well, I was just looking for an areola. I'm with Michelle. They must be the tiniest little dime areolas. I mean, we saw a lot of boob, but we didn't see any areola.
You know, I'm sorry. I did have a problem with them doing the whole freaking bunny hop. I don't know what the hell that was. You know, we had Danny Boy, we had another slow song, and then they go into the bunny hop crap. Holy crud! What are they thinking?
It was the most pretentious Congo line I've ever seen in my life.
There were two people in between Adrian and then two people and then Lisa, and I was just like, all right, how did they wind up making that happen? You know, it was like, all right, who started it? I will say Kim started it, but she wasn't drinking, so I don't think it was her.
I don't think drinking is Kim's problem.
No, but Kim's childlike, so she could have started it easily.
I wonder if David had an issue with the conga line since he didn't want any singing and dancing.
Who sings Danny Boy at a dinner party?
Oh my God!
Oh, how about how David Foster was made it very important to be like, oh, well, my friend Nita was the singer for Whitney Houston on the Blonde. Just making sure to slip that in there, like, oh, whoa, Whitney Houston stole her songing stylings or something. I'm like, oh, please. Let the bitch rest. Give me a break. Why are we bringing up Whitney Houston? Jeez, David Foster.
Was 200 years ago, right, Jeffrey?
Right.
What about the trumpet guy having like 50 years old and having Botox in everything but his lips? And then Kyle is making fun. I was just like, yeah, go ahead, Kyle. Let's see you mouth that. You know,
exactly.
But then he goes off and he starts to play, and the only thing that is moving are his fingers. I was like, yeah, the Botox was definitely affected there. Nothing moved. Zero.
Hey, if you blow horns for a living, you don't want to mess with your instrument.
I wonder if this is so not in the moment anymore. I wonder if the Whitney Houston thing was a hint to Kim.
Oh!
Womp. We can't.
Don't take baths, Kim. Don't take baths by yourself.
Well, I think we need to have a regular segment here. I feel it is our civic duty. Why don't we do a is Kim using segment each week, and we can check in and see if we all think she is or isn't, or how it's going during the season. Because, Kim, we really care about you.
I'm an Arabian horse, you know. Bam! Bam! Bang, 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 bang!
We should make like a meter. Every episode, we should give it like a scale of what we think Kim's usage is. I think this usage, aside from the beginning, I actually think I'm going to go on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm going to go with 3 on Kim's possible using in this particular episode.
I flip-flop. I don't know if it's using or if it's a lack of social and education. Every time she talks, I'm flip-flopping back and forth. I don't know if she's using or if she just doesn't have any social skills. I don't know.
I don't know.
Hang out with adults.
Yeah, I don't think that she's using, but if I was to give her a meter, I'd go tick, 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 tick. Halfway, or a little bit less than halfway. It's my meter gauge for Kim.
I'm excited about Adrian and Lisa's sit down. It's a cliffhanger, and before the holidays, and I'm pissed because I want to know if she's going to say sorry.
We're actually not going to miss any episodes because of the holiday, John.
Actually, if you go to BravoTV.com, you can see part of the Adrian and Lisa sit down right now. Here's the links. and
it's not on till after Thanksgiving, right? So we're gonna
missing it.
Oh no! See, that's not coffee.
Will happen.
That's not coffee in his cup. See, I have cranberry juice. This is fake booze. It's just like for theming. But that coffee is not coffee. I can tell now at the end of this one.
Woo!
The sit down is one of the things I'm thankful for Thanksgiving. I'm also thankful for kittens and robots this season. Those are 2 things that I think always need a shout out. And so have a great week. I'm really excited.
I am thankful. Oh,
sorry. No, go ahead, John. Go ahead, John.
I am thankful for my health, for my relationships that I have in the world, including all of you. And I'm actually making my own Thanksgiving dinner this year with friends I've known like 20 plus years. Did I just like age myself? Okay. But I'm thankful for all of that.
Michelle?
Oh, I'm thankful for nothing. I got nothing for you. I want Jeeves at my house to cater my party, and I don't care what other drama might have erupted. I want Jeeves, a.k.a. Richard, a.k.a. caterer of Beverly Hills. That's what I'm thankful for. Zip.
He's at everyone else's house.
I'm going to be thankful for on the next episode, John's going to have a coaster so we don't have to hear him banging his mug. And then I'm going to be thankful for all of you. And let's be thankful for Bravo Andy, who may or may not watch this at some point.
But that is true, though. Andy does hard. He's out there doing the Lord's work. And Andy, God bless you this holiday.
Yes. We love you. I think we've kissed butt enough.
Yeah.
Oh, Michelle. I don't think that's a butt.
You mean I shouldn't have a montage of the with the and the and the That shouldn't be the end of the show?
Yeah.
At all. This is what I'm thankful for.
Very, very good.
Well, that about wraps up the show for this week, but don't forget to follow me and everyone else on Twitter. I'll be live tweeting the show every Monday night, or you can comment in the section below. All right, don't forget, we'll be back here next Tuesday to fill you in on everything you missed on the next episode, and it's going to be good. Lisa, Adrian. See you guys then. Bye for now.
That's one very important lesson. You always be nice to the people who are editing you. Because they have ultimate control.
And I'm pissed.
Yeah. We don't speak their name here. Oh, Jeffrey. I feel like I'm a coke addict. I feel like my nose is so itchy and I keep doing this.
I hate people who are addicted to things.
Son of a bitch.
Ooh, we have outtakes.
There you go. There you go.
Special thanks goes to Ben & Jerry's for sponsoring Ice Cream by Bravo, their new flavor, Botox Bonanza.
Just kidding. Allegedly. Don't sue us.